I am the Red Cyclone!
Hello, welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better Elsewhere podcast. We are live in the Merc with the Mic studios today.
Yes.
Thankfully, Scott Steiner is not here right now.
Yeah.
I am your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Merc with the Mic.
What is up? What is up?
Chillin', my friend.
Yes.
A lot of stuff going on this week, but I don't remember any of it. No. It's just there's been so much wrestling on the brain because SummerSlam is this weekend. NXT TakeOver Toronto is this weekend.
G1.
The G1 is going on. There's so much wrestling, so much good wrestling. Make sure you tune in to the Wrestling Babble podcast on the Merc with the Mic SoundCloud. Also, you can check it out on the RedCycloneInc SoundCloud as well. You know, what else we got?
We just finished really looking at an article about the Hasbro figures. I said last week, it was like 2 weeks ago, we were talking about the figures in the Wave 2 and when they introduced them into San Diego Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm.
And actually a lot of people are actually finding them in Walgreens, and Green Ranger and Putty been shown in GameStop lately.
Okay.
So you could probably get your figure there now. Tenacious T, Tommy, he actually found it in GameStop yesterday. So,
good stuff.
Look in your GameStops, you might find the Green Ranger Putty 2-pack.
Nice.
So they're going. I made this complaint on the San Diego Comic-Con review we did, and it was the fact that there was a lack of women Rangers in this series. Besides Kimberly, there's no women Rangers whatsoever.
No representation.
So they're so Hasbro is kind of saying, yeah, we have them planned, but not yet. But I feel like they trying to aim for the fan favorite ones out first.
Mm-hmm.
So like Jason, Shadow Ranger was a very big fan favorite. I don't know about Dino Charge. I didn't like him that much, but a lot of people liked him.
Mm-hmm.
You have the White Ranger.
Yeah,
it looks like
true.
Legacy, like the Hasbro is really like trying to make the White Ranger the main Ranger. Then the Red has always been the Red Ranger, Tyrannosaurus Ranger, always been like the sign of Power Rangers. When anything you see Power Rangers, you see the Red Ranger. So Hasbro lately been kind of pushing just the White Ranger.
Yeah, I noticed that as well.
I don't know why, but
maybe because of the ties to the book. I mean, they want Tommy, the character, and the Rangers to be like the one that's out there because he's the most recognizable right now because of
he's the most recognizable, but I think Jason was the more iconic.
No, I mean because of the product placement.
Yeah.
So it's more we want to market the one that's making us money now.
Well,
although it's funny, I mentioned that, and there's not rumors. There's
he is going to be.
There's information coming out about the Red Ranger going to be on a show, right?
And Beast Morphers.
And then there was stuff that he couldn't divulge all the information.
Yeah.
But there's something about an animated show that he's supposed to be part of. He is Austin St. John, the original Red Ranger.
Yeah.
So, I see that. It's cool that there's more products and things coming out, and they're using the legacy characters.
Yeah.
But I guess they just want the White Ranger as the number one. I don't know.
So far the Wave, I got Wave 1. I'm missing one. I'm missing Lord Zed, which I'll probably order within this week.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Lord Zed, White Ranger, Shadow Ranger, Doggy Kruger, and Dino Charge Red, which I forgot his first name. Those are the first wave. They announced the second wave, which honestly, if you see Walgreens now, they've been showing up a lot in Walgreens. You got the Magnum Defender, you got Pink Ranger Kimberly, you got Beast Morpher Red and Beast Morpher Gold, which I thought was going to be yellow. The original, I think the original lineup had the yellow as the original.
Okay.
But it lined up being the Gold Ranger.
Okay.
I'm not crazy about the Beast Morphin Gold, it looks like a Beetleborg. I didn't really care about the Ranger itself.
I see what you mean.
I kind of wanted the yellow Beast Morpher just so they could just do the blue later on down the line, and you actually have one team already. But hopefully they do that because that's what the Legacy did. Power Ranger Legacy collection, which by Bandai, which lost their rights to the Power Rangers figures, they made. The way they did it was they did kind of like 2 series in one set. So they made you continue the set with the second wave to get the other Rangers.
Okay.
So you'll have, for example, wave 1 was Jason, Trini, and Zach.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had the alternate Green Ranger there. And then they had Zeo Yellow and Zeo Pink. Zeo Pink or Black, I'm not sure. And they had that part of the series. So you couldn't get the whole Zord yet.
Yeah, I get you.
So I didn't mind that because it gave you reason why to keep collecting. And then you had to finish the certain Mighty Morphin set to make the Zord. So even wave 1, all those different Rangers, you couldn't make the Megazord yet. You had to get the other blue, the pink to make the Megazord.
So wait, when they did it like that, were there like pieces to make the Megazord?
Yeah, so like Billy came with
like
the Triceratops.
Like the Legends. Okay.
Yeah, so I thought that was kind of cool. So I'm hoping Lightning Collections does something like that eventually, but right now it's just the Rangers itself. I've been liking the figures. I think the figures are more towards the figure art figures than the Bandai where they were like brolic and muscular and shit like that.
I see.
And
like I can literally, because you just showed me a video of something called Epic Mighty Morphin Power Rangers animation, and by who's the? Do you know the guy?
MMPR Toys.
Okay, yeah. So I see literally just looking at them, just abs and muscles and just ripped all over. Yeah, it's a big difference. I never
liked that. I liked them when they actually looked like the actual TV. So like the figure. The SH figure art ones I loved because it looked just like Japanese ones.
Yeah, more like the show. Yeah,
which I have the green, white, and red of those.
I have a question. Do you think it would be a bad thing if they ever did that for real? If you ever saw a team, and the entire team was just this giant buff team, so when they put the suit on, they were all ripped.
They kind of did that with Space. With his super mode when he was like, you can't pass this code because it'll go, and then he just is a brolic ass Ranger. He had like fucking like a 10-pack and you saw like the ripples in his ribs and all that shit. He was just brolic as fuck.
Oh man, okay, that's awesome. That's cool.
So they did that before with that one, but I want to see more women. I think they dropped the ball with 2 of the sets that are coming out. I think I talked about this last week. They lost Galaxy Red and the Red Psycho. As much I love the Psycho, I love me some Psycho Rangers. I think it would have made more sense with that series with the Lost Galaxy should have been Kendrick's Pink, and Pink Psycho because they had more of the big storyline with Lost Galaxy than the Red and Red Psycho.
Okay. But also, I know you wanted the villains, as in too. Rita Repulsa. Like the OG.
Like I said with the Green Ranger. The Green Ranger should have came with Rita instead of the putty.
Yes.
As much as I love the fact that they made a putty, but I think the putty should have been a single figure, just the fact that people would have bought multiple of those. And they're not going to buy the green and putty like a mulcha. People will buy the putty by itself.
Yes. And
then most likely those will go discounted and people buy multiple of those. Is the fact they'll have a whole army of putties.
Yes. I think they really wanted it to sell. That's why they put it with Jason, but I do believe that's a bad idea. Yeah. I mean, they put it with Tommy, but that's a bad
Jason
idea.
David Frank, so his name is actually Jason.
True story.
Yeah, so either way, you're right in that sense.
But yeah, I know what you mean. Like, it's kind of odd though. I guess the putty is the most iconic enemy?
Yeah, because honestly, any variations that you watch, you always check out, what's their putty?
Yes.
You call them putties no matter what. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, I call everything on their foot soldier because I grew up Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
foot
listen, you're
soldiers,
not wrong.
Foot soldiers. But I always will describe them as what are their foot soldiers, or in Power Ranger terms, what are their putties.
Yes.
Even watching the Super Sentai, they're a little different as well.
Mm-hmm.
Ranger still has my favorite one.
What was Ranger?
They had like tuxedos on and shit. They look
wow. Okay.
Ranger is still one of my favorite.
Now, for the translation to American, what is Ranger?
Rangers was season 2, which did not have those suits. So the White Ranger is the only one that showed up in America.
Wow. Okay.
That was the more kung fu-ish style. That was the second one after Zoo Ranger.
Yeah. Oh, see, I did not get to see that one, and so I did not know that the enemy wore tuxedos.
Yeah, they had like tuxedos and shit. Yeah.
Did they change the main villain for season 2?
Well, season 2's Lord Zed doesn't exist in America and Japan.
In Japan.
Lord Zed is not a character in Japan. He's an American character. So they had like 3 like dudes that looked like dominatrixes and shit. They had like leather fucking clothes. They were fucking crazy characters and shit. Dire Range is honestly, like, us doing the reviews of the Super Sentais, that has been my favorite one, like, period. Then Zoo Ranger right after, because Geki's the fucking man. To this day, Geki's the truth.
Shout out to Tenacious T and the Morphingcast for that.
Yes, the Morphingcast.
Check that out on the Red Cyclone Inc. or the Merc with the Mic SoundCloud pages.
Yes. But yeah, we had like, honestly, I think us going reviewing the during the Morphingcast, we're reviewing a lot of the seasons we already reviewed. But us watching it and then watching the version of the Super Sentai, it makes it more refreshing, because Super Sentai, Zoo Ranger is the only one I actually fully watched before. This is the first. It was not the first time I watched it, but everyone else I had never watched before. So this is like brand new to me. So basically, me watching it is like brand new. So I'm actually reading a lot of things to it. And so yeah, going us doing the Morphingcast makes me watch the Super Sentais, and so far, like, every season I love, and I think they're so unique in different ways. And it just makes it more enjoyable because it's a whole different series.
Yeah, and I know also the contrast between the two series. There's some things that you see and hear, and just the acting, it's so much different, and in most cases a lot better in the Japanese. Even though the language barrier is there, you can still get more of a feeling for it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel as bad as, say, season 3, which I'm now currently watching. And it's hard. It really is funny because it's bad, but it's kind of hard. You know
what makes this series so good, like, just makes it better, is Bulk and Skull.
Yes.
I think Bulk and Skull, for me, for what we're reviewing the first 3, and also right now in the last one we did in Zeo, is that you see the evolution of their characters, and I actually think they're like some of the best characters that, honestly, if they weren't in the show wouldn't have been as good.
Shape it up, Bulk and Skull. I love that. They are some of the best things about that show, period, man. It's really good.
But I've been really enjoying doing the Morphingcast. It was something that me and Tommy usually talk about at work. Like, that's pretty much our conversations about Power Rangers. Usually me and him work together all the time. So half our conversations is about Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles and Batman animated series and just comic books in general and shit like that. So.
But speaking of, since we're in the Merc Studios, I got to see the figure collection. So I did get to see the Ninja Turtle collection. Yeah. The newer figures you had. You showed me the original Raphael you had, along with the movie from the 2012. The
2012 movie and the 2012 series.
Okay.
And then the Michael Bay movie.
The Michael Bay. Oh yeah. And then you showed me the original movie. The SH figure arts ones?
Those are the 80s cartoon ones.
Oh god, those are some of the best figures I've ever seen. Like, they're so good.
NECA made their own version of the 80s cartoon ones that are in 2-packs exclusively to Target.
Okay.
Which is Raph with a foot soldier, Mikey with a foot soldier, Donatello with Krang, and Leonardo with Shredder.
And this is all based off of the original cartoon.
They all look like the cartoon versions. I 100% want Leonardo just for fucking Shredder. Like I'm such a Shredder mark. Shredder is probably one of my favorite cartoon villains of all time.
Oh man, I still remember that original artwork.
Yeah,
Shredder with the tie.
Yes, that was my boredom. And see, this when I used to really draw, and when I used to like just take fun in drawing and shit like that, my friends would give me random shits and like that. And so we were talking about Shredder, and he was like, "Yo, you should make like Shredder look like the way you look like right now," because I was really annoyed and tired that day.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to work a doorman, so I always had to wear a suit.
Okay.
So that was my reaction to how Shredder will look in my predicament, and that's one of my favorite pictures. Like honestly, that's one of my favorite drawings I ever did.
Oh my god!
And it's such a simple drawing, but it's one of my favorite ones.
It's so good. Yeah, like you said, it's such a simple drawing. It's in pencil. It's in black and white. But it's so expressive.
Yeah.
His look, you can feel his pain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can feel his boredom. Like, it's so good. But, yeah, man, Shredder...
I plan one day to get it as a tattoo.
Shredder is the man. And again, well, not again, but I would like to say R.I.P. to John Avery.
Yeah.
The voice actor for at least for the first 80s or we call it 80s or 90s?
It started 88, so it'll be 80s, yeah. He talked Shredder for the first 5 seasons.
So yeah, the original Shredder voice actor for the cartoon that most of us know and love
as Uncle
Phil, yeah. And it's just like he kept it's like that Shredder is burned into so many of our brains, and I could just picture that picture of Shredder with his voice saying, "Oh God," just like tired.
Hey, you know what? And that was my reaction to it. So there's, oh man, I can't think of I don't remember the name of the episode. I really don't. But there's an episode I watched maybe about a month ago or so, because there's this group I follow on Facebook, and sometimes they randomly play Ninja Turtles as a Facebook, like watch live, and I actually watch it live. I'm like, okay, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
And he was just complaining, like he didn't want to go out and fight the Turtles. He just wanted a day off, and Krang make him go out. Because Shredder was pretty much a bitch in those series. Shredder wasn't the fucking leader. He was just a bitch. He was Krang's bitch, and pretty much like that. And then you just like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
that shit had me low. And there was another episode that I think he got. His mentality went to a baby's mentality.
Oh, I think I remember that one.
And I think that was it. And he was just whining about
whining. Yeah, I remember. Okay, I remember. Oh my goodness.
Loki appears. The shadowy Loki. Hi, Loki.
This is true. I got to reintroduce myself to Doom. So now I see Loki. Both of the Kitties of Mischief.
Yes.
Follow them on Instagram, Kitties of Mischief.
Yeah, you never seen Loki in person.
Mm-mm.
So this is your first. She appears, so she might like you because she appears.
Okay.
Because she usually does not show up.
It must be my voice.
That, and also the fact that I think there's not 3 people here.
Oh.
Her limit is 3 people. If there's more than 3 people, she does not come out whatsoever.
Okay. All right.
So yeah.
I do know that because before my mother moved, she had 2 cats, and one of them, if anybody but her, me, or my brother was in the house. Yeah. That cat would never come out. It would hide behind an entertainment center. It would just not come out. So,
yeah, she goes under my bed, or she stays in her tower, the kitty's tower they have in the other room.
Okay.
But yeah, she's a very friendly. She's the fluffy one. She's the very friendly one. She's aloof. That's what Jackie calls her, aloof. But yeah. So yeah, I always been a big fan of Turtles. In that sense. This is something I would like to do, and maybe we could do it as a group between me, you, and maybe Tommy, because I know Tommy wanted to do it. It's kind of like how we're doing the Morphingcast. We could do something with the Turtles and go through the 88 series, and maybe go to the 2003 series, and in general. And
definitely.
And actually,
do you know if Turtles is streaming anywhere, or who owns, has the rights to stream Turtles?
I know 2003 one, I had found on YouTube, like the whole series.
Yeah.
I have also saw it in VR, that VR thing that used to be with Crunchyroll.
See, I didn't get to see that. Maybe Jenkins knows about that.
Yeah, so there was this thing that used to be with Crunchyroll. The reason why I know about it because of Jenkins, because Jenkins gave me his Crunchyroll password. Yeah. So I could watch some of the old cartoons, and also I was kind of going through Dragon Ball Super.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I still have not finished it. I'm still like in the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone is in the second run and shit, and I'm still like going through it little by little. I've been enjoying it actually though, more than the other Dragon Balls. I was never a big Dragon Ball Z fan, so.
Okay, so basically, this one you like better than the original?
Yeah.
So let me ask you: have you ever watched the actual Japanese?
Yeah, that's how I watched it.
So you didn't like the Japanese Dragon Ball, or you didn't like the Cartoon Network one?
I didn't like. I felt like it just took too long to start shit and just annoyed the shit out of me.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I did like Dragon Ball a lot.
Yeah, I love Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball's hilarious.
I loved it more than I thought I would, and I took my time and actually went through the series, and I think I laughed more than anything because it's just silly as shit.
It's so silly, and it's also a series that nowadays you couldn't. I don't know if you could do that.
No,
There's so much nudity in old Dragon Ball. Yeah, it's funny.
But yeah, so that's something in mind I hadn't planned. Like maybe we go through some of these cartoons. We bring back the Tooncast as its own podcast, and we probably could go through some of these old cartoons because there's a lot of them I would like to watch. And what I heard from, that's the other news from Hulu. The Disney Plus is going to have a package with Hulu and ESPN Plus, all for $12.99.
And they're gonna. Do you know if Disney has any stuff that's like that we could watch? I mean, like old
so
stuff?
What I heard, Disney is planning to put all their old cartoons on Disney Plus.
Okay.
So they already said that Tailspin, Darkwing Duck,
the Disney afternoon stuff.
Yeah, I heard that all the seasons are going to be full in effect and once the Disney Plus starts.
Have you got to see the new Darkwing Duck?
I have not. I saw when he debuted in DuckTales, but I have not saw like if anything they do anything with.
Okay, gotcha.
I've read the comic though. The comic is actually really good.
And how old is the comic?
About 3 years. 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay. Now, see, there's a whole universe of comics that I'm not used to.
Yeah.
That I haven't read. I know DuckTales has had like a long running series.
Yeah, they've been like since 30s.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, and it's
Donald Duck.
That's what I mean. And they've never really stopped. They've only like probably changed who was publishing it. Now, do you know if there was a different series of 'cause I'm trying to think if there was one around that time when we were watching it. What do you know? If there was one?
In the Disney afternoon. All right, so Disney used to have a Disney magazine.
I used to get that
used to be like a
once in
Reader's Digest. It used to be like a little square thing, and they had comic strips of Darkwing Duck.
Oh my goodness! It used to be the same size as the old TV guide.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they used to have Tailspin. They had Aladdin. They had different comic book. You know, I remember used to getting those. I used to always look in every supermarket for those because I used to want them.
Yep.
And then my mom was like, you know what? Let me just make you a subscription because I actually will read the magazine from front to back, and it gave me reasons to read. So she just got me the magazine. So I used to get it in the mail. I remember actually seeing the first Power Ranger interview there for when they did season 2.
Oh, wow.
And I found out Tommy and Kimberly's age. They were like 28 during that time. And I was like, God damn, y'all old.
That's great.
Jason was the only one that was young. Jason was 18 when he did the series in season 2.
Wow. That's interesting.
Everyone else was like 25, 28. Kimberly was 28. Kimberly was hot though.
Well, she was a grown ass woman.
Oh man! In season 3, she's really hot.
Gotcha. Yeah, I remember.
I think that's like her highlight. It was season 3. She was really hot.
I'm seeing it now, and going through it, and I'm like, yeah, she does look like just like a. Now thinking about it as an adult, she does look like a grown woman though.
Oh yeah.
On that show, and I just thinking of like the outfits she used to wear. I was like, that's not like kid clothes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not. Remember, they were never in college in like from 1 to 3.
Yeah, they were.
They were in high school.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what are you? No, those are adults.
Yes. Like always, Scott Steiner debuted.
He has to make his presence known.
He's an asshole, man.
Yeah, you know.
Fuck Scott Steiner.
Is what he? No. Fuck Goldberg. I will accept Scott Steiner because at least he has a comedic quality. Yeah. He makes me laugh, even though he's a pain in the ass. But Goldberg brings no value. You heard it here first.
Yes.
RedCycloneInc says Goldberg brings zero value. I don't care how many dollars he made.
Like fuck Zordon? Fuck
yes. Goldberg Go away.
We don't like Goldberg or Jordan.
Go away.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
So yeah. So this is pretty much like a shoot the shit episode. It's like we're going back and forth for everything.
This is true.
So like we were talking about like maybe bring back a Toon. We'll probably do that and bring back the Tooncast.
Okay.
And maybe that'll be like again like maybe a once a month kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
like we do with the Morphingcast. It's usually once a month or maybe twice a month if we do the alternative. Because usually we record maybe 2 or 3. Sometimes the third one is we're too drunk and it's not understandable, so we don't even put that out. We did a wrestling babble.
Oh, you and Tommy?
Yeah, because he just wanted to do it, and we were so fucking drunk. I listened to it; it was just really fucking bad. We kept just going over each other and just arguing for no fucking reason.
Wait, hold on. Do you remember what show you watched?
So me and him was just talking about Mount Rushmore wrestlers and shit like that.
All right,
me and him got into a big argument about.
So since you remember that, we could do that now. You get a little around
Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. Okay.
So my thing is, I picked one person for each generation.
Well, how many generations did you guys use?
I put Flair.
Okay.
Me and him agreed on Flair. Me and him agreed on Hogan.
Okay.
I put Austin.
Okay, I can see that. Definitely.
And I put Jericho. He hated the fact that I picked Jericho.
I wouldn't hate that.
But then I was like, but you don't understand what Jericho is to wrestling today. I was like, if you actually would be more in depth into what wrestling is today, you understand why I picked Jericho.
Yeah.
But I don't think the fact that he's not really into wrestling, I just got like honestly.
Yeah.
He was into it back in the day.
Yeah.
He knows the flair. He knows the old school wrestling. He likes like the Attitude Era kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But like honestly, like there was one time I hosted NXT in my house and he came and. Yo, he loved it.
Because it's NXT. Yeah,
and
yeah.
I introduced him to Ricochet a long time ago. Like, I introduced him when he was Prince Puma in Lucha Underground.
Yes, shout outs to Prince Puma.
So shout outs to Tubi.
Yeah.
Download Tubi.
New
has
subscriber.
All 4 seasons of Lucha Underground.
Yes.
I love this. I love Tubi. The reason why is the fact that Shout Factory, it was kind of, I had to go on a web browser and pick episodes of Super Sentai. This one lets me watch it like Netflix.
Yes, it does.
So that's the reason why I love it.
Yeah, I just subbed to Tubi, and I'm gonna, because you told me there is a PS4 app.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look for the PS4 app because I have it on my PC right now.
Yeah. I found the PS4 app, and I was extremely happy about that. So I was like, all right, sweet. Usually I just have it because my TV is the Amazon Fire Stick TV.
Got you.
So I was able to just download it on there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so yeah, we talked about our Mount Rushmore. So I put Jericho in it over like HBK, over Bret Hart, because I think what Jericho brings into this nowadays is kind of what Austin did to the Attitude Era. It's kind of what Hogan did to the early 80s, 90s era. Mm-hmm. And it brought in what Ric Flair did to the NWA side of the early era.
The only thing I would change from that list, really, honestly, it's almost the same for me. Like if I stop and think hard about what each person, and I'm talking about not just who was the best wrestler, but how they pushed the genre forward.
Yeah,
you kind of. But I would change Jericho for The Rock, and only for one reason. It's just because, as much as Austin made it popular, The Rock ended up making it mainstream in a way that's just it's unbelievable. He made it acceptable in a different way. That's the only thing. Because I think Jericho made it relevant, as in to like, if you're a wrestling fan, he's kept it relevant to us. Yeah. And he's kept it to a standard that's higher than a lot of people, really. Yeah. But The Rock like pushed it to where like your grandma knows about everything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody who's never seen wrestling, they know it. Because like that's what Hogan did. That's what Hogan did. And I think I equal Rock and Hogan.
Because also, like I feel like it would be a alternative of Rock and Hogan, because I think they both kind of had the same path in a way, but just Rock was more successful in the outside of wrestling path than Hogan was. Hogan was successful, but wasn't as successful.
If you look at his movie, you go back and watch Mr. Nanny.
His best movie was Rocky 3.
Yeah, no, it was 2. He was in 2 because 3 was the one that was straight up.
No, it was 3.
It was 3.
Yeah, he fought him in the beginning of because that's when he was champion. And he fought him in the beginning of the movie. Same thing. That's where
No, it's 2.
Because that's where they McMahon Jr. got Mr. T to go into WrestleMania as well.
Is it 2? Man, because
It's 3.
all right, because if it's 3, then the end is the poster of Rocky and Clubber Lang.
Yeah.
But then 4 is not the fight.
Drago. No, they
4 is
fight.
Drago.
No, they fought again in Rocky 3, and he got his title back.
Which one is the one where he lost though?
He lost in that movie too.
Does Rocky lose in all his movies?
Yeah, he loses like once. He lost to Clubber Lang the first time they fought, and then he fought him again later in the match. That's when he adapted Apollo Creed's
I'm just
style.
thinking about that. Yeah, he lost.
That's right. Yeah, he adapted Apollo Creed's to learn how to fight as a right-hander than a left.
Yeah,
and then
right,
he learned
right.
how to speed. Yeah. I remember that. You know what? I watched those movies recently. That's the reason why I know for a fact on the lips.
I really want the poster though.
Yeah, poster.
Rocky versus Clubber Lang.
Yeah,
I love that.
I love Rocky. Rocky is probably the best, maybe one of the best 5.
That's my favorite one too. The one with Hogan
3?
getting Thunder Lips.
I think 2 was my favorite.
Okay.
2 just had more of a broader story, and to the fight, the rematch of Apollo Creed and Apollo Crews. Apollo Creed.
If only Apollo Crews had Apollo Creed's charisma. You know what I'm saying?
That would have been amazing. He'd be an amazing wrestler.
Yes, he would be. Yeah. Living in America.
Yeah, man.
R.I.P. James Brown.
Yeah, man. But it goes into that. It goes to show in that sense. But I agree. Like I agree with The Rock, and like everyone has a different mentality, in that sense. But I think Austin was just a big, like.
It's undeniable, really.
Austin was just a big turn of direction for wrestling.
Yeah.
Because he did what everyone wanted to do. And fuck up their boss.
Yeah, I was about to say he spoke for the everyman, the blue collar worker who was pissed off at his boss, and you can't beat your boss up. But Austin beat his boss up,
and it made you happy.
Yes, yeah.
But everyone could have a different Mount Rushmore. It doesn't even have to have 4 heads. It could have 6 heads. It could have 10 heads. Oh my goodness, it'd be my Hydra. Different Mount. Yeah, Hail Hydra. Damn right. Because like Ric Flair is a set stone of one of the greatest heels ever and one of the best wrestlers of all time. I still say he's probably one of the best, and it's always going to be up there because even to his late 60s, when he was like late 50s, he was still pulling off great matches.
Yeah. So it's the pageantry that goes along with wrestling.
And I feel like no one is not really there as much anymore now than it used to be. No. Like Flair could do the same exact shit throughout every single match, but the way he did it and the way he sold it was a whole different way. It's
insane. I love that. That's the thing. They say Ric Flair wrestled the same match for 40 years or something like that. And it doesn't matter. Who cares? You want to criticize it. Guess what? People were glued to the screen of him wrestling the same match.
And now everyone has an opinion. Everyone has a voice that could display their voice online, and everyone could bitch and everyone can moan. And I think there's more bitching about something you love than something that you could just appreciate and live. That's the reason why, with our cast, we always try to keep things positive because we love what we watch and we put our effort to what we watch.
Yeah, you don't hate watch.
And I don't like to just be like, I didn't like this. I like to find good things about it, but I'm going to be truthful with the things I don't like. But it's not like I'm going to stop watching. It's more like I just want them to improve.
It's like with the season 3.
Yeah.
It's not good, but guess what? I don't hate it, and it still has an entertainment value.
I found good things in it. Yeah. I found
Bulk and Skull.
Bulk and Skull, Goldar and Rito.
Rito Repulsal. What is it?
Rito Repulsal.
Oh my god.
I don't know why he all has the same name. Yes, I said the same shit in the podcast. Why he has a different last name?
Is it the Spanish thing, the masculine feminine?
Tommy, that's exactly what Tommy said. It was because maybe because Spanish, it's they don't have the same last name. Oh, and Master Vile is Master Vile, so he's going by his last name. He's not going by his first name. So why is Vile last name?
Oh my goodness,
it should be Repulsa. Is Vile Repulsa?
It's so dumb, so dumb.
Yeah, but it goes in. It's funny how everything just entwines into each other.
Yeah, basically.
Because especially when when I talk about Power Rangers, when we do these podcasts, I always go by wrestling terms. So like in Zeo, when we review it, I was like, yo, Jason should have went heel when he fucking. I felt like Jason should have went heel.
Didn't he go heel in real life for the money?
Yeah. Well, he needed money, and that's the reason why he went back to Zeo, because he needed the money.
Oh, okay, I got you. Like
he kind of like, oh, please.
Help a brother out.
With his deep-ass voice.
Oh, my goodness. Let me get in that gold suit.
You know what's funny that happened in that season?
Mm-hmm.
So, originally, Ryan Steele, the guy in VR Troopers, he was the leader of VR Troopers. He was supposed to be the original. He was supposed to be Gold Ranger.
Yeah, I heard.
He was the one that was supposed to be him.
You can find the voice clips, but there's no pictures of him in a suit, though.
The audio of him was already, his voice overs was already made. So the voiceovers they use as the Gold Ranger before Jason debuted as the Gold Ranger is all Ryan Steele.
Him. Okay. Gotcha.
It's all Ryan Steele.
So it's in the episode?
Yeah. Because when you hear the Trifarian, when they actually talk, they sound nothing like Ryan Steele.
Wow.
So they sound a little bit, but not like this.
I know what you mean.
It's not distinct. Like you could tell it's a different person.
Gotcha.
And then when Jason was the Gold Ranger, he has a deep ass voice, so you heard.
Can I just tell you how bad that episode with Masked Rider was, though?
Yes.
It was awful.
Ecto-phase activate.
It was so bad
It was
like a two-parter too, and it was just
Masked Rider was a fucking terrible series.
The American Masked Rider is garbage.
It was. It's so much better in Japan.
It really is. It literally is.
Kamen
like
Rider
it's godlike.
Amazing.
It's godlike. Yeah. Just okay. Follow what is it? Tonkatsu Gifts. Please, if you have a Twitter, follow Tonkatsu Gifts just to look at the amazing hilarity that came with Kamen Rider in all its different variations. It's like night and day with what the American show had.
Yeah, the American show was terrible. Tenacious T wants to go through like VR Troopers, Masked Riders, and Beetleborgs. I was like, no.
Tell them to don't do the American. Like if you want to watch the Japanese, don't do the American.
I was like, I like we could go through Power Rangers because I have a love for Power Rangers to go through these. I do not have a love for VR Troopers. I do not have a love for Beetleborgs. I couldn't stand Masked Rider. I maybe will like to go through Superhuman Samurai.
Yeah.
I didn't mind. Like to see I like that show.
Who the hell has that? Who has the rights to that?
I don't even know. But I even watched the Japanese ones, and they were actually really good too.
Okay, what's the difference between? Were they in school?
They were kind of connected more towards Ultraman.
Oh, that makes sense.
They were like a side like a spin-off of Ultraman.
That's why they basically look like him.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. It was a mix of like that.
Good stuff. Okay.
But yeah.
All right.
Other notes, the new Slipknot album came out.
Yo, the metalheads in my Twitter feed are loving it.
I'm happy with it. It's really hard. It's really, it goes close to what Iowa did. I've been a fan of Slipknot since I first heard them, which was like 99, 98. I've always been a fan. I've been to maybe 15 of their concerts. I'm probably going to 16 this month. I always loved them. Corey Taylor has probably one of the best rock voices in today's era.
Shout outs to like his little message when the album came out on NXT.
Yeah, man. He's his music. One is the title music, and then there's also the pay-per-view music.
Yeah, what is the song? Is "We Are Not Your Kind"? Is that the album?
We Are Not.
Also the song.
The song is "We Are Not Your Kind."
Okay.
And that's on the NXT. That's the NXT theme.
Yes.
And then Sanctuary. I forgot the name of the song. I can't think of the song right now, but that's the pay-per-view takeover song.
Okay.
And he has a lot of history because honestly, he's the one that requests NXT to be at Download Fest. He's the one that makes sure it's there. He has punched Baron Corbin in the face when he fought Samoa Joe at Download Fest a couple years ago.
Nice.
So he's a huge wrestling fan, and he's a big wrestling mark, so he was really happy to be part of it. But with Slipknot's new album, I liked the last album. I liked all their albums. I had love for every single one of them. I liked the different styles of what they brought to them. But this one sounds more like old school. Like it's very hard. It's very instrumental, very hard, and it's nice.
I'm not. I'm not in the metal scene.
Yeah.
So I don't have the knowledge of who everybody is. I know the name Slipknot, obviously, and if you played some of the songs from their previous albums that were like the popular ones, I recognize it. Yeah. But the one thing I do like, and I would dare say love about them, is the pageantry.
Yeah.
And they remind me so much of Gwar with that part. Like that, I love that.
I seen Gwar live once, and
really?
It's a mess.
Oh, well, aren't most of them? No, not most of them. Is the lead singer, the lead guitarist? One of them passed away.
Yeah, I've seen them maybe like about 8 years ago or 10 years ago, and they like the first beginning of the crowd has like the big plastic thing because they throw meat. They're fucking messy as shit, but it was a fun concert.
It was a fun show though.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
I always remember Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
I remember Beavis and Butthead and shit. But yeah, like they have a great pattern. It's very artsy in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just a dark artsy, but it's very artsy with the mask. They always have a different mask in every album. They always change the mask up and just update their looks and everything.
If people want to accept Lady Gaga wearing a dress made out of meat,
yeah,
you can accept some dudes that have some pageantry to their metal.
I love their stuff.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely check out their album. We Are Not Your Kind.
Mm-hmm.
It was out Friday.
Okay.
I have Google Play, so it was already there, so I downloaded it.
Gotcha.
And I love it. I love it so far. It has a lot of good tracks, and it's good.
Good stuff. This kind of light on the game stuff this week because not much came out this month.
Yeah.
So, but I will say for RedCycloneInc, YouTube's been kind of dry, but I'm almost done with the project I've been doing. I'm playing one of my favorite games, and I'm about to put it out. If you follow RedCycloneInc on Twitter and SoundCloud, you see the image is changed.
Yeah.
And that usually pertains to the game that I'm playing.
Okay.
So if you know what that's from, then you'll know what game it is.
I didn't even notice it, so I gotta look at it.
I don't smoke cigarettes, but the main character of the game smokes cigarettes, so you'll see it. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's coming soon. I'm almost done. I'll just say that game is ridiculous. It needs a sequel. I don't think the main character dies at the end, so it could probably happen. But it's good. It's good stuff.
I'm planning to go through the whole Yakuza series again.
Okay.
I'm giving a little break and then gonna go through it again.
Yeah, you said you finished Judgment.
Yes, I loved it.
Oh, the sale. You said there's
it's
I think
$38 right now.
Yeah, they said it was a 35%, so that's $38 on PSN.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's exclusive. So check that out. It's not. I don't think you don't have to be Plus to get that, right?
Mm-hmm.
No. So if you have a PlayStation 4, RedCycloneInc recommends that you try out Judgment.
Yeah, there's a demo out too, so if you want to try it before you buy it,
also,
you can try the demo. If you like any of the Yakuza games, it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's a fun, good story. It's a weird story, but it's a good story. It's a fun story.
Mm-hmm.
I really loved it. I fell in love with the Yakuza games. Like I went hard on those too, because when I first started Zero, I just went in directly because I started in a good time because one Kwame and then two all came out within each other when I was going through them.
Yeah, I know, and I know you're saying you're waiting for the rest of them. And me too. I want the rest of those games. I've played up to halfway of 4, so I haven't beat 4.
Okay.
But I'm still waiting for them to HDify 4, 3, 4, and 5.
So there's a lot of games on sale. There's like a summer cleanup sale that's on PlayStation 4. Like Grand Theft Auto right now is $15. You can get Witcher 3, Wild Hunt right before the show starts.
Mm-hmm.
Get that for I think $13.
Okay.
And also what else? Another one I saw on there. Yeah, those are the two like big games I saw on there. And then the Yakuza, they're all on sale. I don't know the prices because I own it, so they don't show me the price.
That's right. I know you said Mass Effect Andromeda's on sale, but it's $7.
It's
still not cheap enough. When's it gonna be free?
Exactly. I'll take it back. I'll play it again for free.
Yeah, so I'll check it out when it's free.
Check out the free games on PS Plus too. You have Sniper Elite 4 and Wipeout.
Oh, Sniper Elite. Yeah, I respect those games from afar for what they do. Like the tech that they put into when you shoot somebody, it's amazing. Yeah. It's really good.
So those games are the free games for PS4. I do not know the Xbox one, so sorry, I can't think of it right now. So sorry.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Also, shout outs to the Steam sale for anybody on PC. I know they've been having a huge summer sale where you can get all types of stuff. I think Skullgirls was on there.
Oh, cool.
Also, that was another thing. Shout out to Wooly Wolves, from the formerly of the Best Friends, now of Castle Super Beast.
Yeah.
For shouting out Skullgirls, which is like it was made by members of the FGC fighting game community.
Okay.
And it got like a huge cult following. And I think right now it's cheaper than a soda. It's like $1 and change.
Oh, nice.
And it's a really, really beautifully animated fighting game. It's an all-female cast, and it has some music made by a Japanese composer, Michiru Yamane. She did like the Castlevania Symphony of the Night music. Like she's super like top tier when it comes to composing music. So yeah, check that out.
All right.
It should be on everything.
Yes.
So like I said, this was like Merc said, shoot the shit episode, not too long. Unless you have anything else.
Right now I'm good.
Yeah. So I guess we can wrap this one up.
Yes.
Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. Make sure you check us out on all of our social media and anywhere else we appear. We are on Instagram, Twitter, and we have a Facebook group. Yep. We are also on SoundCloud, where you can check out the podcast. YouTube, you can check out the podcast. And Tumblr. Where you at, Merc?
Follow me on all my social medias. I just did a Madden playthrough on Twitch TV with Merc with the Mic. Follow Twitch TV, Instagram, Tumblr, YouTube, Facebook, The Wrestling Babble, and RedCycloneInc, and my Twitter, all Merc with the Mic. Follow all those. Give you all the latest news and everything like that, what we're doing. We do have a Morphingcast coming in 2 weeks for Pancho Sentai. Ohranger, which is the equivalent of Zio in Japan.
Are there any kid actors in that show?
There are kid actors, but they're not annoying as the Americans.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh man, you can't. I can't wait till you get to the last 10 episodes of Power Rangers season 3.
Ooh.
They're fucking terrible.
Oh boy.
Oh god, the kid actors, you want to punch every single one of them in the face.
And then you're gonna be going to Turbo, right?
Turbo. I'm not looking forward to that at all.
Is,
but I'm looking forward to the Japanese Turbo.
Is there a child actor in the Japanese Turbo or no?
No.
No. Okay. Good.
Not that I know of. I only watched the first episode, and that was the beginning.
Yeah.
And all I know is the chick was really hot, and a monster tried to lick her butt.
Oh man, they going in.
So I'm kind of excited.
All right, y'all.
It's weird. I like weird stuff.
Japan, y'all.
I love Japan and their craziness.
They stay wacky.
Yep.
All
Peace
right.
out, ladies, and always remember, follow the Jinkies.
Because he got them sandwiches.
And he can't have them.
Nope.
I can't have them either.
Oh, no bread.
So I'm going to slap him.
You slap him with some lettuce and meat. What?
Damn right. Peace out, ladies.
Peace.